Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list. This week's top 10 list has to do with the season and the question you are getting asked the most. What do you want for Christmas? So I thought about it, and these are things that currency collectors should answer when they are asked that question. So here are my top 10 do's and don'ts for Christmas requests. Number 10, we're going to put this one right here. Number 10 on the list for your do's and don'ts is not eBay gift cards. Do not ask for eBay gift cards if you intend on using those gift cards for currency. eBay's policy restricts the use of gift cards for coins and currency. They view it as a money laundering option. They do not see it as a collector's option. You can use gift cards to buy collectibles. You just cannot use gift cards to buy coins, precious metals, or currency. Once again, eBay, according to them, that would be money laundering. So do not ask for eBay gift cards if your thought is to use it to buy currency. So that's number 10. Number 9, do not ask for currency. Because if you tell relatives that you collect currency and they go out and buy currency for you, this is probably what you're going to get. You're probably going to get a bunch of silver certificates worth about $3 a piece that they probably paid $20 a piece. Since they don't know what to look for, they don't know what it should cost. So don't tell them to get you currency. They will get ripped off, and you will end up with a $3 Christmas present that they spent sometimes hundreds of dollars on, depending on the scammer they chose to purchase from, because the scammer put up a bunch of good videos saying that they were worth a lot of money. So yeah, don't tell people to buy you currency. Not a good plan. That's a good way for your relatives to get ripped off. Let's see, that was 10, 9. Number 8, do not ask for subscriptions. I got this business reply from Littleton Coin Company. They'll send you a free $2 bill if you subscribe. And when you subscribe, then they're going to give you all kinds of, you'll receive a free hand-picked trial selection of fascinating coins from our no-obligation coins. And then, of course, you have to go through the responsibility of trying to send everything back every month or figure out how to cancel the subscription. Do not ask for subscriptions. Or more importantly, tell people not to give you these subscriptions. Coin collectors especially can tell you everything there is about Littleton Coin Company. And yeah, we're going to leave it at that. So number 8, no subscriptions. Number 7, I think that covers all the knots that I had. So number 7, you can tell your friends and family to get you a gift card from your local coin shop. Your LCS will greatly appreciate having money handed to them and not having to put out anything right now in December, because that definitely helps the books at the end of the year. So yes, getting gift cards or gift certificates from your LCS, you may not think that they have gift cards. Ask them. I bet they do. And that way your friend or relative that wants to get you something is helping you purchase an item that you want, but not choosing the item not ignorantly choosing the item. I mean, I know a gift is a gift. You're always supposed to be grateful for every gift you receive, but that doesn't mean that you want your relatives and friends to get ripped off to get you a gift. But by getting a gift shop from your local coin shop, you're helping local business, obviously, and you are then able to spend that money on the things that you specifically want at the price you can negotiate with them. Okay, so that's number 7, LCS gift certificate. Number 6, if you have a very specific note, you can ask for a very specific note. What do I mean by that? Okay. I do not mean I want a Dick's note for Christmas. This is a Dick's note. No, that's not good enough. You have to ask for this exact note at this exact shop, or from this exact dealer, or this exact eBay listing, because you know what you want. You know the value of it. You know whether or not it's a good deal. So to get any note like this doesn't mean that your friend or relative got it for the right price. But if you point out the exact note, I want that note, not one like it, I want that note, then you are directing them to a note you have already researched as far as value, as far as condition, so you know that they are not going to get ripped off. So yes, when it comes to currency, you can request a note, but make sure it is a exact note. You want this one, not one like it. Got it? Okay, that is number 6. Number 5, supplies. I go through a ton of these. These are BCW deluxe currency regular bill holders. These are the these particular ones are the top load. So these are, nope, these are semi-rigid. Right there, semi-rigid. Yes, these have PVC. As long as you're not leaving your notes in direct sunlight, that doesn't matter. I've seen all kinds of coins with PVC damage. I've never seen a note with PVC damage, because if you have your note in a PVC holder in direct sunlight, the PVC is the least of your problems. The sunlight's the problem. Anyway, supplies. Whatever supplies you may use, that's always a good Christmas present, because you will always need different supplies. And it could be the holders, it could be pages for a binder, it could be binders. Binders are expensive. So that is number 5. Number 4. These are tough to find. These are books on errors, okay? Now, if you collect currency, you probably have the Blue Book. You probably have Paper Money of the United States. That's the book that everybody uses. So you should have that already. But any publication that has to do with errors is going to tremendously help you out in your collecting career. Even if you don't like errors, it's intriguing to see what the errors are, what actual errors look like, how rare they are, and what they're worth. Because you may see an error that's selling on eBay for $40 and think, well, I don't want to pay $40 for a $1 bill. But then you find out that that error is worth about $250. You know something? Maybe all of a sudden it's worth paying that $40 for. But without an error book, how are you ever going to know? So that is number 4 on the list. There are a couple books on errors. Any book on errors is going to be helpful to you. Number 3. For number 3, I'm going with, I hope I can get it in here, historical books. You guys have seen this particular book. This is the one that shows Seeing America Through Old Paper Money, and it shows all the different vignettes, and it shows the notes that have these particular vignettes. But it's not a book about collecting currency. This is a history book about the different types of vignettes on there, which means going through this book, you actually get to see so many different notes and get an idea of what's out there. And you may see something in this book you just have to have. That is why it's important to get history books, so you can see what's out there and to get ideas as far as what else to collect. Well, that's number 3. Number 2, there are 2 giant out-of-print books. One of them is Obsolete Paper Money. This is a gigantic book that talks about all the different types of obsolete money. Full color book. Tons of prices, tons of pictures, thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures and values by Don Kelly. Hard book to get. Don Kelly produced another book, which was the National Banknote book, also out of print. These books, huge books, incredible amounts of knowledge. This one here doesn't have the pictures because it has 15,000 different nationals listed, every denomination, every single charter number. Just a ridiculous source of information. But like I said, they are out of print. So if we run across one of these, either of these books, probably going to run in the $70 range, but they're out of print. You can't order them. So to have other people looking, that's going to be a big help. And you know something? If you accidentally get two of them, selling the duplicate will not be hard. They are very difficult to come by. So that is number 2. And finally, number 1. This one may seem a little extreme. My number 1 suggestion is a vacation. Yeah, a vacation. What I mean by that is every year, everybody usually goes on some type of vacation, right? Well, what if your vacation stop this year happens to be down in Florida for the Fun show, the FUN show in Florida, or if it happens to be at the National show, or if it happens to be at the major shows in Chicago or LA or wherever. Imagine if you planned your week-long vacation and in one of those days, you got to stop at one of the major national shows. It's not that hard to be that inclusive. Your spouse or friends may not be as excited about that particular event as you are, but it gives you the opportunity to spend one day at a major show. So when I say a vacation or a trip, I mean to plan it around one of those major shows so that you can actually see what it's like to go to all these shows firsthand. That would be my ultimate suggestion if you have never gone to one of those shows. So hopefully this helps you out when people say, what do you want for Christmas? You can tell them what not to get you, and you can guide them into what would actually be helpful to you. Guys, if you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.